evening. Tomorrow, children throughout the area will be going to school bus stops amid a climate of fear after the abduction of 2 young girls.
9-year-old Angie Hausman was buried last week, but tonight the search for 10-year-old Cassidy Center continues. News 4's Mark Cox joining us live now from the County Command Center with the latest on the investigation. Mark?
Well, Evan, Lori, the St. Louis County police officers put in a lot of footwork today in this case, unfortunately with the same results. They have no new leads to report tonight in the disappearance of 10-year-old Cassidy Center. You can believe it's frustrating for police, and in the homes around here, that frustration and fear is also evident. At night, homes in Cassidy Center's neighborhood carry all the colors of Christmas. But during the day, there are pink ribbons as far as the eye can see. Dan Burkett's daughter is one of Cassidy Center's best friends. Her disappearance 4 days ago hit especially close to home for him.
Oh, it's real frustrating. Just hoping for a quick end to it. It just comes back.
While the ribbons were going up, so were the Christmas decorations. But for many, like Jean Jaco, things are different this season.
We got a damper in the neighborhood. It just hurt. Everybody in the neighborhood's hurt. I mean, everybody that you talk to is hurt. You talk to people who don't even live around here, and they're crushed.
And Cassidy's disappearance angers Jean, who fears for her own grandchildren.
They've got to change our laws for our children. I'll be gone. My grandchildren will be here, and their children will be here. We've got to do it. We've got to do it.
The foot search for Cassidy moved into St. Charles County today to a mobile home park destroyed by high water. Each trailer is officially condemned and unlivable, but officers want to eliminate all possibilities.
It's a case where we're just eliminating areas. Obviously, this area is an easy access right off of 370, which is close to the victim's home.
Now, County Police Chief Ron Battelle says he will meet with his top officers tomorrow to reevaluate this investigation. It's not completely clear what that means. They also plan to move this mobile command center to a police substation not far from here. Reporting live, I'm Mark Cox. Evan, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Mark. Tonight, the major case squad is still following leads in the murder of Angie Hausman of St. Anne. Police found the 9-year-old's body last weekend in St. Charles County. Tonight, a special hotline remains in operation for anybody with any information connected to either the murder of Angie Hausman or the disappearance of Cassidy Center. The telephone number is 889-3653. If you have a tip, the hotline is being manned 24 hours a day.
Well, in light of the recent kidnappings, an effort is underway to start a safety program to protect children from abduction.
Local companies and police are considering a bus stop watch program. Tomorrow night, law enforcement officials and business representatives are expected to meet to discuss a program where volunteers would patrol bus stops. It is an effort to make sure kids get to and from their school buses safely. A number of local companies are expected to help fund the proposed program.
In Petaluma, California, police are holding a suspect without bail on suspicion of kidnapping and murder in the death of 12-year-old Polly Class. The little girl's body was found late last night in Cloverdale, about 30 miles from her home. Officials are searching the site for additional evidence. Information from suspect Richard Allen Davis led them to the child's body. She was kidnapped from her home during a slumber party October 1st. Davis's palm print was found in her room. Back here at home right now, St. Louis police are on the scene of an apparent double shooting in the 1400 block of Goodfellow. Police tell News 4 one victim has been shot in the head and has died. They say the other victim was shot in the chest and has been rushed to an area hospital. No word yet on the victims' identities or a motive in this shooting.
Lori Waters, Evan Forrester, meteorologist Mike Roberts, and sports with Dave Simon. This is News 4, live at 10.
A celebration of rebuilding at St. Mary's School dedicates a very special gymnasium. Archbishop John May on hand for the dedication of the new gym that now bears his name. Fire destroyed the gym at the St. Mary's School just over a year ago. Today, the gym officially dedicated as the Archbishop John May Athletic Complex of St. Mary's High School.
A woman who has no children of her own has been responsible for some very special Christmas parties for youngsters in the past. Well, it's that time of year again, and News 4's Herb Humphreys was on hand for today's expanded gala.
They said that by giving presents to you every year on Christmas, I make you forget the real meaning of Christmas. That is Jesus' birthday.
Once again, Claire Ernst has done all she can do to make sure the 250 children she knows will never forget the true meaning of Christmas.
We can teach these kids what the meaning of Jesus is, and then the parents are teaching them the world has to be better.
Every guest at this birthday party for Jesus brought him a gift. Then the kids from toddlers to 10 enjoyed hot dogs, sodas, face painting, and listening to Santa. They also gained understanding.
I think that people go a little too far with Christmas, getting all their presents and everything. They should really be celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ.
These teenagers have given up their Sunday afternoon to play the part of elves for these little children attending the party. And because of the climate of fear that exists in our community, I want you to notice they're all wearing special collars. That's so they will not be strangers to the kids.
I'm so grateful that we're here with our children and they're safe and we're able to give them a lesson about the true meaning of the season.
6-year-old Ryan understands his priorities are in order.
Jesus' birthday, and you get presents.
Presents are important, especially for 6-year-olds, and sometimes gray-bearded old men. At Orlando Gardens in South County, I'm Herb Humphreys, News 4.
The presents for Jesus will go to Birthright and to Our Lady's Inn.
Will Patriots owner James Orthwein become the patron saint of St. Louis NFL fans?
Yeah, Dave Simons has more on that coming up in sports. But first, meteorologist Mike Roberts gives us the weather word. Mike?
And before you go canonizing the weather department and the folks therein, you better wait for this work week forecast. Well, it's not going to be that bad, but I'll have details in a bit.
Well, we had a nice day, a little later than we expected, but a nice day.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Oh, this December weather's a piece of cake. All you need is a little bit of sunshine. And, oh, right.
For now.
This is the same month that just a few years ago, back in 1989, produced a record low of 16 degrees below zero. So when temperatures get in the 50s, we will count ourselves lucky. We did have a little bit of sunshine, and that helped temperatures here and through much of the rest of the country do just fine, thanks. There were some temperatures in the 30s and the 20s, but they were in places that are supposed to see temperatures in the 20s and 30s this time of year. As for us, well, we had 3 different kinds of temperatures. We had temperatures in the 30s up in Moline and in Chicago, temperatures in the 40s, which is pretty much what we had in extreme eastern Missouri and almost all of central and southern Illinois. And then we had those folks who turned in temperatures in the 50s. Jeff City had 51 degrees, so did Columbia. Kansas City was 54 degrees. The Cape was 50 and 57 degrees in Springfield, Missouri. Yes, we're jealous, and yes, that is the warmest it got in Missouri and Illinois. For us, at 2:50 this afternoon, we have had a high of 49 degrees. Our low this morning was 41. Our temperature right now is only 1 degree away from where it was 4 hours ago, but it's those winds. They're out of the west at 17, gusting to 25 miles an hour. Relative humidity is 58%. The barometer is on the rise, and all of it because of a cool front that made its way through here just about an hour ago. Let's check out the precip. They're getting some rainfall up in Rhode Island and off the New England coastline. That's all liquid precipitation, but we've got snow showers up in Minnesota, and soon we'll see those same snow showers in Wisconsin, complements of this area of low pressure. Now, this is a very strong low pressure system. It's got all the energy a low pressure system could want. It just doesn't have a lot of moisture, so all of the moisture is being confined to the Great Lakes area, and most of what it gets is coming from the lakes themselves. For us, this low pressure system has pushed the front through. Now our big problem is going to be not such a big problem, really, just some gusty winds overnight and through the first half of tomorrow. Then the low will move on out of here completely and fairly quickly. As a matter of fact, by midday, high pressure will drift in from the west, bringing us sunshine, slowing those winds down, and setting the table for a very nice, or the dable, either one will work, for a very nice Tuesday. Now, this little fella is not a strong storm system, but it might have enough oomph in it by the time Thursday rolls around to bring us a snowflake or two, but nothing to worry about. So it's going to be a pretty nice work week ahead. Partly cloudy overnight, although it will be windy. That's actually going to help temperatures keep from dropping off the edge of the table. We'll look for an overnight low of 36 degrees. Then tomorrow, under partly sunny skies, we'll look for those winds to slow down beginning around lunchtime. We'll end up with a high of 45 degrees. Tuesday, nice most of the way with a high of 48 degrees. Those showers should be after sunset. Then Wednesday, probably showers, but possibly a snowflake in there with a high of 40. And then nice again on Thursday.
One snowflake's okay.
One snowflake, maybe two.
It's nice, but you always bring us back to reality with these 16-degree remarks.
I'm moody, Evan.
You are. Thanks. Well, the owner of the New England Patriots has some words for the NFL, and it could have some impact on St. Louis.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah, we hope that this may mean something to us because I don't think we're ever going to get an expansion team again, and I don't see other teams moving here except the Patriots. Yeah. This is our only chance, I'm afraid. James Bush Orthwine is giving the NFL a stern warning. Don't mess with me. Today, Orthwine told CBS Sports that not only is he breaking off all dialogue with the league, I love this, except through written letters, that's the only way you can talk to him. He also warned Commissioner Paul Tagliabue to stop putting pressure on him to stay in New England. Orthwine says he's fed up with the league, he's growing tired of Tagliabue, and he told CBS Sports today that he has fired off 2 strongly worded letters to the commissioner telling him of his anger and frustration.
Orthwine told our Jim Gray, quote, "I'm no longer going to sit still and be used by the league and their falsehood and deceit," end quote. Although his preference is to sell to a party who would keep the Patriots in New England, Orthwine confirmed that a possible scenario would have Stan Kroenke of the Walmart family fortune buy the team and move it to St. Louis.
We shall see. We'll certainly keep you updated as the story continues to develop in a way that may eventually favor St. Louis. That's a quick look at sports. We will continue to monitor this James Bush, Orthwine, and Patriots story throughout the week.
Why would he be using that strong language? What, other than moving the team, would he be trying to accomplish?
Well, he's very upset with the NFL, and he wants them to know, and he says, don't mess with me. I haven't gotten to this position because I lay over for guys like you. If I'm going to move, I'm going to move.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
With the holiday season in full swing, it's important for parents to know if Hanukkah or Christmas presents hold hidden hazards for their children.
In tonight's Baby Your Baby segment, health reporter Al Wyman has some tips that can not only help you avoid dangerous situations, but might even help save your child's life.
The Missouri Public Interest Research Group issues alerts every year at this time to warn the public about dangerous toys. These toys were being sold despite rules from the Consumer Product Safety Commission that were designed to eliminate hazardous toys. According to Dr. John Peter, an emergency room physician at Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, the most dangerous toys are those with small parts.
Yeah, the most common thing we see with kids are aspiration of small little beads and plastic items off the toys. It's probably evenly split between kids who ingest these things themselves or they have older brothers or sisters that will take the toy apart and feed it to the younger baby. Kids like to do that.
If you're not sure about a toy, this tube designed by the Consumer Product Safety Commission should help. But there's also a similar device in every home in America, an empty roll from toilet paper.
If the toy is smaller than the inside of a toilet roll tube, probably not the kind of toy you want to be given to a 3-year-old.
Examine stuffed animals and dolls to make sure their eyes, noses, and buttons are securely fastened and seams are tightly sewn. Be sure to look at toy labels to see age recommendations. It's important to match the toy to the age of the child.
Really young kids need a lot of visual stimulation and big things to play with. Everybody thinks their kid's precocious, though. So the 1 or the 2-year-old, people will go out and buy toys that are more appropriate for 3- and 4-year-olds because they think their kid's just a little advanced. And you need to be careful about that. Kids that are less than 3 years of age should have toys that are marketed for kids less than 3 years of age.
Examine all toys your child receives. Don't let a time of joy turn into a time of sadness. For Baby Your Baby, this is Al Wyman.
And for more information on how to baby your baby, there's a special telephone number you can call. It is 1-800-TEL-LINK.
Baby Your Baby is sponsored by Channel 4 and our partners, DePaul Health Center, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Missouri, Blue Choice, the March of Dimes, and the state of Missouri.
And let's check in with Mike Roberts and take a look at the morning forecast.
No big surprises when you wake up tomorrow. Temperatures will be a mite on the chilly side and made to feel colder by some gusty winds, but those winds will be slowing down around lunchtime when it'll be partly sunny and 42 and we'll top out at 45.
Okay, that's going to do it for us. I hope you have a great week ahead.
And we'll leave you tonight with the sounds of the 18th annual Sound of Christmas at Harris Stowe State College. We're back again next weekend. We hope you are too. Make it a great week. Have a good night.